Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. Learning a subject is very, very easy because human brain it is a more than supercomputer. But unfortunately, we are not utilizing. We are saying, I'm an non-IT, I'm having 10 years of gap, I cannot learn this, I cannot learn this. All these things are only excuses, right? So you can learn anything very, very easily because learning IT courses are very, very easy today because IT is not using a lot of coding today. 20 years back, we were writing a lot of coding, but today a lot of tools have been created for each and every activity in the IT industry. Lot of softwares where no coding is required, no coding or low coding. That kind of a softwares are there. And remember, IT tools anybody can learn today. IT jobs anybody can get today. You compare groups coaching and try to get a groups job in India. You try to complete, compare with RRB. You try to complete, banking coaching and try to get a banking job, or at least you run and get them an army job, navy job. It will be difficult for many people to, catch it, right? But anybody can learn today a IT course within 3 to 4 months time. They will be able to easily get a job, right? Remember, within a month, you will not be able to get a job. So try to understand you have done for 15 years of graduation. What kind of a salary you will be able to get? 20, 30,000 rupees salary only you will be able to get it if you become a sales manager or any other profession when you get it, or a call center job. With a 1 month course, you will be able to get 1 lakh salary. So, but the question is, can I learn everything in 1 month? I'm not able to get a job with 15 years of education, but if I learn 1 month course, I should be able to get 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs job. So that will be impossible. So minimum 3 to 6 months time you dedicate, you will be able to landing in not only one offer letter, lot of offer letters. Many people will say, sir, recession is going on, this is going on, but they don't agree that they don't have the knowledge, right? So get ready for the proper mentors and try to understand the proper courses, guys. Chalo. So today we will be able to complete the demo number 2. So if you have any one-to-one career guidance anytime, you can call me on this number directly anytime. So this is my office number. So you can just call me and ask any career guidance sessions, right? Anytime. Or if you have any questions on the lab, always we will be able to connect in the evening as well, not only in the morning. So I can give you my support, my time to, remove your doubts on the labs and your, other doubts. Clear? And yesterday I was talking about data analytics, and today IT industry is going to be doing two kind of a things. One is called you need to have the data. With the data, IT industry is going to be performing two kinds of a analysis. One is called one kind of analysis is called, they're going to be understanding the past, right? So this is what is called data analytics and business intelligence. Understanding the past is called data analytics. And the other side today, they're also performing AI and ML. So with the AI and ML, what normally we are going to be predictions for the future, right? So with the IT data, IT industry, either it can analyze the past or it can predict the future. So these are the two applications currently we are having. But AI is more demanding. It does not mean that you should be able to learn only AI course and get the job, and you can do that, but it will be 18 months course. You cannot learn in 1 month or 2 months, or you cannot learn in bits and pieces. And minimum you need to invest 3 to 5 lakhs. That is for sure if you need a good institution. So you will be able to get a minimum 3 to 5 lakhs rupees you need to invest, and very, very difficult. Don't go into this kind of things directly. At least within 3 months, you will be able to complete this coaching. You can get into IT industry, at least the minimum salary. You can earn some 12 to 20 lakh salary for 3 to 4 years of guys, and you can work for company for some time. Slowly, if you're really interested, you can learn and go into AI and ML. So don't watch your YouTube videos and saying AI is, very, very important. Everybody is saying this is important, that is important. Don't jump into that, right? So you have a lot of opportunities, even data side. If you wanted to predict the data using AI and ML, somebody has to give me the data, right? If I wanted to analyze the data, right? So data analytics or business intelligence means I need to analyze the data, understanding the past. That is what I have given you yesterday. Amazon company wanted to know what was my sales in India last 5 years, understanding the past. How was my son is doing in last semester? The father wanted to know his past semester marks, right? How my son is going to be doing in the next year? The father wanted to predict something today, so the predictions can be done with the help of your AI and ML. Clear? So it will take the data with the help of a lot of stats and a lot of data structures, a lot of AI and ML, you will be able to predict something, right? So what kind of an inventory I need to have if I wanted to produce at least 10,000 cars per month? What is the inventory? How many products I need to have it? So a lot of inventory management system will be predicting based on AA and ML what kind of a diseases I may get if I'm at the age of 45. I'm having obesity. I'm already under 100 kgs and I'm running with BP. I'm having BP, sugar, and everything. And I would like to predict with this data. If you have this kind of data, right? So the machine will be able to predict this guy will be able to get heart attack at the age of so and so. These are the data points I have taken it, and based on the data, it is going to be analyzing it. It is going to be predicting it. So when is that you're going to be getting heart attack? When is that you're going to be dying? When is that you're going to be getting a lot of other diseases? All these things can be predicted today. But for that, you need to have the data. Understanding the past is called, right? What is the current heart attack patients in India? That is understanding the past. How many more heart attack patients by next 1 year or next 5 years? That I wanted to know. So based on lot of parameters, we will be able to perform all these operations. Am I clear? So today you have one more application is derived, that is called a Gen AI. Generative AI. Generative AI is nothing but your Chat GPT, right? Chat GPT, Copilot, all of them are called, your generative AI application. AI is going to be predicting. So AI means always you need to understand it is going to be predicting the data. For the predictions purpose, it may use classification, regression, or X or Y or Z, 10 things it is going to be using. But generative AI, it is not going to predict. Instead, it is going to be generating something. You give some input, it is going to be generating one more output. You give a question, it will give you some answer. If you ask a question in the audio or in the text, it will be able to generate a video, or it can generate a pic. So whatever you want to generative AI is going to be generating. So it will take the input, it will give you output. It is going to be generating something. It is not going to predict. So that is what you need to understand. Clear? So generative AI is going to be working with the neural networks and deep learning algorithms. And if you wanted to work with this generative AI, what is that you need? You need a large amount of data. Without data, no AI can work, no BA, no data analytics is going to work. So machine learning was there 20, 30, 100 years back. But the question to work with the AI, we don't have enough data. That is the reason the AI scientists were waiting for the data. So now you have large amount of data the companies have. So the companies can use AI models. Companies can use data analytics and everything. So what kind of a data you have? I'm talking about size of the data, right? So if you have data size, maybe megabyte of data, let us say 1,000 inquiries I'm getting in Go Online trainings every day. So I'm going to be storing all my data, not in notebooks. I'm going to be preparing all the data, storing all the data here. I'm going to be preparing a lot of reports. What is the total amount I have received? How many people have inquired for Power BI course? How many people have inquired for Java course? Like that, I'm able to prepare all my reports, all the data analytics and data science or artificial intelligence. Everything can be done with the Excel itself. Clear? So that is the point you need to know. Let me show you some data. I have a student data I'm talking about, right? Whenever you call me saying that Bhaskar sir, I wanted to enroll for Power BI. Bhaskar sir, I wanted to have a Java course. So all the calls, our company, our operational team is going to be recording in the Excel sheet. Name of the student, the course he wanted to have, gender, date of inquiry, phone number, email ID. If you have joined, what is the amount you have paid and when is that you have paid? Simple data I'm talking about, right? So every month I'm going to be getting 10,000 rows or 1,000 rows. So what is the size of the data? 1 megabyte, 2 megabyte, not more than that, right? So all the data I will be able to store it here, but this data, I don't want to take it raw data. I need to convert into information. What I do, I create a reports. I create a reports here. So what kind of reports I create? I create on my own this kind of a reports. I create number of inquiries for 2020 from January 1700 inquiries for Power BI, January for MSBI, or SQL, Python course, DevOps course like that. I'm going to be going manually and counting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, counting manually and writing it here, right? So these reports I have created manually. So this is one report for number of inquiries. This one more report for what is the amount we have received on the January month Power BI course or this course or that course. Clear? So this is a simple report I have created but my manager will tell me, hey Bhaskar, can you create one beautiful chart? So this is the data, this is the information, but still he wanted to create some beautiful information. So what I do, I takes this data, I will be able to simply select it. I go to Excel, go to insert, I will be able to create a one beautiful report like this. Now, so instead of showing the data in the table, you can easily analyze. So you can easily know Python is doing good, DevOps is not doing good, SQL is okay, MSBI is okay, Power BI is okay. Number one is in Python, number two is in Power BI. Anybody can easily analyze the data. So this data you will not be able to analyze, right? But after that you have done some processing, you have created some reports, and further you created a report. So this is what is called a data analytics in simple words. Get the data, you create manually, create some kind of a tables and everything. Further you will be able to create this kind of a report. These reports you will be able to give it so that they will be able to understand the past last 1 year or in 2021 what was the sales, and they will be able to create one more report in the 2022. So 2021 report, 2022 report you will be able to analyze. So this is what is called a data analytics, means understanding the past. So Excel is the number one reporting tool. So this is how we will be able to do in the Excel itself. You can beautifully create many reports. You will be able to store the data, you will be able to process the data, create a summary, and the summary is called as a report, or today people will be calling as a summary, or people will be calling as a dashboard also. Dashboard means a summary kind of a report. They can analyze how the sales is happening. You will not be able to understand anything here because it is a raw data. Right? So raw data, we're going to be processing and creating a lot of reports with the help of Excel. So this is what is called when you have a small amount of data. But when you have a large amount of data, think about Amazon company. Every day you will get GBs of data. Every day they're getting 50 million transactions, lakhs or millions of transactions Amazon is getting. So they will not be able to store all the data in the Excel. So yesterday I told you, when you have a large amount of data, we're going to be using SQL or database management system or relational database management system, these softwares we are going to be using, or these tools we are going to be using to store the data. But who's going to be processing the data? Processing is going to be done by the language, right? I have a large amount of data. Process means what? Processing means computing. Computing means what? I wanted to know what is the total. So I have a lot of data. I wanted to find out a total. I wanted to find out a average. I wanted to find out a minimum, maximum, mode, median. Lot of operation you wanted to do it on the data. This is what is called computing. Computer. Right? Computer means it will take the data which is going to be processing the data and giving you some results. So when you have a large amount of data, SQL is going to be storing the data. SQL is means we have a popular SQL like Oracle, and we have SQL Server from Microsoft, and we have DB2 from IBM. Yesterday, I have given you big list. So Netezza, all these are called as what? SQL softwares. SQL means what? No? It is a bigger storeroom, or you can say it is a bigger tank. So it is also called as a database management system, right? Yesterday, I have given you one good example. I have a lot of gold. Where do you store? Gold bank. I have a lot of blood. Where do you store? Blood bank. I have a lot of data. Where do you store? Data bank. Data bank is called database. Clear? So Oracle is one more company's data bank. Right? You have Chiranjeevi Blood Bank, Apollo Hospital Blood Bank, like that. It is Oracle company's data bank. SQL Server is Microsoft software, or you can say data bank. So DB2 is from IBM. Like that, any software you can use, you will be able to store the data. If somebody asks you what is Oracle, you can say which is a godown or a tank, which can store large amount of IT data. Large means I'm talking about GBs of data. So DB2 is IBM company's, Netezza from IBM company. Like that, thousands of tools are available. But once you have the data, somebody has to process the data. You may use a language like C, C++, or nowadays people are going to be using Python. Python is easy language. That is the reason today's young crowd is learning Python. Right? Python is very easy when you compare with C, C++, Java, .NET. So that is the reason it has become so popular. That is the reason even data science also we are using Python, because data science is very, very complicated, algorithms. But you cannot use a complicated programming to implement those algorithms. So easy language I need to use so that I will be able to implement the AI algorithms and everything. So that is the reason, when you learn AI, Python, you need to know to implement that. So Java, .NET, all of them can be used, and you will be able to process your data. But let us understand, we're talking about data. Amazon company every month it is getting 500 GB of data into 12 months of data, approximately 6,000 GB of data per year it will be able to get it. So it is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data per year. Now into, I am talking about 10, 20 years of data. So 6 terabytes into 10 years, it will be 60 terabytes of data I wanted to store. So if you wanted to store a large amount of terabytes of data, this is going to be failing, right? So I wanted to store 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakhs means I can go to, ICICI Bank, or I can go to any other bank. But Ambani wanted to store his cash, or Reliance Mukesh Ambani or Bill Gates wanted to open their account. They open Swiss account. Switzerland. Swiss banking will store large amount of cash. Now, small amount of data, up to GBs of data, you can have it in the pure SQL. But when you have large amount of data, I'm talking about data in terabytes. I'm talking about millions and billions of data. Clear? So 1 billion is equivalent to 100 crore. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. I'm talking about billions of data I would like to store, or crores records I would like to store. Normal SQL cannot work, we are going to be using different computers. These computers are called as data warehouse computers. So data warehouse tools. Tools means computers. So it can store a large amount of terabytes of data. So it can store, right? So I'm talking about 60 terabytes of data I wanted to store. So I have to have a data warehouse. You should not write like this, where space is wrong, or you cannot write a single word. It is also wrong. It is also wrong. It is also wrong. Data space warehouse. Clear? So how do you create this kind of a bigger sub computers? You have to buy large hardware first. Then what kind of a software you need to install? SQL software only you need to install. Oracle, SQL Server, anything you will be installing in the bigger servers. So this is what is called as a data warehouse. Let me give you simple example. Now, your bucket is also plastic, drum is also plastic, tank is also plastic. Now, why are you calling as a tank? Because bigger in size, right? So, I open my laptop configuration. I will tell you, my hard disk capacity is 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte of hard disk. I am having 8 GB of RAM. I'm having i5 processor. So this is my hardware capability. If I install SQL or Oracle here, so maximum data I can store in the computer is 1 terabyte. Why? That is the hard disk capacity. But if I wanted to store 100 terabyte of data, can I attach 100 terabyte of hard disk? My laptop will become slow. It will not work. So what I do, I wanted to buy a bigger computer where 100 or 1000 terabyte of hard disk or 500 terabyte of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM. Instead of that, I may use 1000 GB of RAM capacity. Not one processor. I may have thousands or hundreds of processors. Inside this machine, I use SQL. So this machine is called as a data warehouse machine. Even though I install SQL, I will be telling, hey, I have installed SQL in my machine. But now I will be telling, hey, in this machine, I am running a data warehousing with Oracle software. Clear? So data warehouse means what you need to understand. You need to understand a bigger computer where same SQL software is going to be there. SQL is going to be used to store your data. Right. So laptop cannot store your data, right? Inside the laptop, you will have something to store the data. If you go to bank, bank cannot store the data. Cannot store your gold. Inside that, there is a locker. Locker is going to be storing the gold. Like that, laptop has to have SQL. SQL will store the data, but SQL means any software, Oracle, SQL Server, blah, blah, blah. So in layman understanding, data warehousing means a bigger computers. These computers are available in the data centers. Okay, you have a bigger data centers are available. When you go to data center, you will be able to get small computer, big computer, cloud computer, lot of computers are available. So all these things are there in your data centers. When you go to data centers, you will be able to find out. So this kind of images, have you seen? So each and every one is a bigger computer where SQL is installed. That is what you must understand. Clear? So who's going to be taking care of this? There is a team of people who's going to be buying a bigger computer and connecting, configuring, storing, large amount of company's data here. It is not a one computer, collection of computers, data centers. Clear? So you have very bigger computers. So this is how a bigger server configurations that you will be able to find out. Clear? It is not looking like your laptop, right? It is a bigger computer. So, but when you have that much of a data, you're able to store. But how do you process? End of the day, I need to create a report. I need to show what is the total sales. I need to process the compute the data. So here, people were using BI tools. Okay, so BI tools to process your data, to compute your data. When you have a large amount of data, writing a coding is difficulty. So many people told, no, we should not have the coding softwares. We should have non-coding tools. So BI is introduced. Business intelligence means data analytics is introduced year 2000. So SQL is introduced 1970s in the market. Languages are before this 1960s, the C language got there. After that only RDBMS is created. Data warehousing, so people thought that we cannot run with the only SQL. We need to have bigger computer and bigger hardware. So hardware is also growing. So in 1990s, many people invented this kind of a architecture, right? So you have large amount of data. People were creating a lot of computing and processing with the help of C and C++. But early 2000 BA tools have been introduced to analyze your data, to prepare your lot of analysis and everything on the data. Clear? So now this is a story I'm talking about a company like Amazon company. Daily data, it will be this much. But now the story, BA, let me give you BA tools. What are the BA tools initially, given? SAP BA, SAS BA, lot of data tools or Oracle BA, OBA, and Microsoft MS BA. Then today we have Tableau BI, then today Power BI. Lot of BA tools are there in the market, not only we. So SAP BA, SAS BA, OBA, all the tools have been released in the market year 2000 itself. So these are simply one tool, a reporting tool. You will be able to create a beautiful charts. So Excel is also number one reporting tool from Microsoft. You can create a beautiful, for example, I would like to go create a chart means anybody can create a chart here very, very easily. So you will be able to create a beautiful chart, right? So like that, so people can use a reporting tool means creating a lot of charts. But these charts are very, very complex to create. And these tools are no coding, but very complex to learn and very costly also. Okay. So even though it is there, no coding, no programming is there, more complex to learn, more complex to implement. And it has created a lot of reports and everything. People stopped using coding and everything. Year 2000 itself, slowly IT industry also going towards no coding, low programming tools. Clear? But now suddenly what has happened? So these tools got there in the market. So after that, what Microsoft has done, Microsoft wanted to also play a big game. So they have released what is called as a Microsoft uh, BA, Business Intelligence. It released in 2005. So after 5 years, this is actually released in year 2000. In year 2005, Microsoft released MSBA software into the industry. So which is going to be not one tool. They told we will give you three tools. Okay. One is called SSIS they gave, SSAS they gave, SSRS they gave. They told you we will give you three tools. This is ETL tool. This is a cubing tool or analyzing tool. This is what is called a reporting tool. So if you buy a Nokia phone, only you can talk. But if you buy a Samsung phone, you can talk, you can use it as a camera, you can use it as something else. So people slowly stopped using a phone of Nokia. Why? Because it is only single purpose, right? Like that, when the Microsoft came in and said, you can do a lot of other activities, not only one activity. Here, you can also take them pictures, you can take audio, videos, you can install the apps. A lot of things can be done in the smartphone today. So these tools have completely lost their business. So Microsoft BA became so popular and they said it is free. When you buy my RDBMS, what is their RDBMS? It is a Microsoft, RDBMS to store the data. So the company said, if you buy SQL server to store your data, I will be able to give you free. If you don't have, at least I can give you 1/3 cost. So 1/3 cost of above tool. So this is very, very costly. And they said 1/3 cost only, I'll give you three tools. And Microsoft has big brand in the world. That is because of that, Microsoft BI became so popular to analyze the data. But the story is not stopped here. So immediately to give a threat, there is a company called Tabular BI by Salesforce company. They they gave a threat in year 2010 to Microsoft. They said, hey, you will be able to create lot of reports with the this tool. It is a self-service BI. That means no technical knowledge is required. No tech guys are needed. It is a self-service BI. You can easily create any reports, and people started using because everybody can create a report. MBA guy, manager, BCom, MBA, anybody can prepare a report. Now, no technical knowledge is required. It is similar to preparing your Maggie noodles. No chef is required. You buy the Maggie noodles, you prepare. So, self-service BI means any manager, any MBA guy, managers or the CEOs are MBA guys. End of the day, they wanted to analyze the business. They will be able to create lot of reports, but they can maximum create an Excel sheet. They will not be able to come to the this kind of a tools. They will not be able to create reports with the help of these tools. You need to have a technical team. Right, but this guy came into the market. They said, "Hey, any MBA guy, any non-technical guy, BCom guys, BA guys can create a report because it is a self-service BA tool." So it became so popular. Then Microsoft does not know what to do to give a competition. Microsoft released Power BI, right? When they have released in 2015, they have released. Now Power BI is also what? It is a no technical knowledge is required. Anybody can prepare this kind of a report because of a branding, and there is no brand because it is a Salesforce company. No brand is there, and it is very, very costly again. Because of these two, no branding is there and costly. Because of these two reasons, Power BI gone up than the Tableau BI today. Clear? So Power BI gone up, to the Tableau BI today. So Power BI is at least occupying 70 to 80% of the market today. Remaining 20-30% of the market is occupied by Tableau BI and other BIs. So this is how that a Power BI is introduced into the market. So to analyze the data, so Power BI is launched in 2015. It is almost 9 years old tool. Anybody can learn this, and very, very popular tool it is. Clear? So you will be able to get the data only. You will be able to analyze the data, but the data size is now increased because of networking, because of social media, because of a lot of other things. Today, the size is not getting stopped. The size today is petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yottabyte of data, right? So this kind of a data we have. So this is a data is called as a big data, unlimited data in simple words. Big data means what? Unlimited data. There is no limit on the data. So this kind of a data you cannot store in Excel, you cannot store in SQL, you cannot store in data warehouse. So till 1999 we had only data warehouse, but early 2000 you have a BA, and 2000 onwards social media slowly introduced. Then internet slowly coming to each and every town, each and every village. Hardware earlier was very, very costly. I was buying a hardware in 2000. I was working in year 2000 in Bangalore company. Uh, 40 GB hard disk and for 128 MB of RAM laptop, 2,50,000 rupees. I got to take it from China directly. 2.5 lakhs we used to pay. Now hardware is more cheaper nowadays, and internet is working fine. Social media, a lot other applications are creating large amount of data last 1 or 2 decades. 2003 onwards, this concept got introduced into the market. Okay, you have a large amount of data that this IT industry, whatever invented so far, it cannot handle it. Now, IT industry thought, array, yaar, I need to have one bigger software, the software is called Hadoop. So whenever you go to Hadoop, you will be able to say a bigger elephant, right? Hadoop, when you go to Hadoop software, you will be able to see a lot of images like, see, you will be able to see a lot of, have you seen this? What is it? Elephant images, you will be able to see it, right? So when you want to store large amount of data, you need a bigger, just like elephant, big data, unlimited data if you wanted to store. So people have to create a new software. The software is called Hadoop. So you can store large amount of data, and same software where you will be able to process the data also there. Clear? So this is a story. Now you need to understand, only I'm talking about the data storing and processing only. Clear? So data storing and processing we have. So you may have the data in the Excel sheets. You may have the data in SQL. You may have a data in data warehousing. You may have data in Hadoop. So you can have data anywhere. That is what you got to understand. Diagrammatically, you will be able to see like this. Okay. You may have Excel data. You may have data in SQL or RDBMS. You may have data in the data warehousing systems, or you may have the data in today big data Hadoop systems. Clear? So small amount of data, size, small size, large size of data, Excel size of data, double Excel, triple Excel data. This is the size of the data I'm going to be talking about. So you have all the data. On this data, what do? You're going to be storing the data, right? So after that, you need to process the data, right? So what kind of a processing? Processing means computing. So what kind of a processing the people are doing? There are two types of processing. One is called you analyze the data, or you are going to be preparing AI and ML. So this kind of a things that you can be doing with the help of this data. So data analytics or a business intelligence. This is what is called understanding the past. Clear? So AI and ML is for the predictions. Clear? So end of the day, IT industry will give you data. It will give you data from Excel. You can run your AI application. They will give you data at SQL. You may run Power BI. So BI means I'm talking about Power BI or any BI tools. You can analyze the data, right? AIML means it can be Chart GPT application, right? Chart GPT is going to be getting a large amount of data. Now, can you guess where is the Chart GPT data coming from? Chart GPT data coming from Hadoop. Clear? Because it is not a small amount of data. Chart GPT is going to be handling. Chart GPT, it is handling, let us say, some 1,000 petabyte of data, or more than that. I'm talking about 1,000 petabyte means what is the size? If you burn this data into 4 GB DVDs, you know DVD, right? You know DVD or not? If you take a DVD and burn the data into 4 GB DVD, it will become 100 Himalayas. How many Himalayas it will become? 100 Himalayas data that Chart GPT is accessing. So in which computer today? There is a computer called Hadoop, big data. Clear? So that kind of a data, you and me, or even a State Bank of India, a Walmart company will not have that much of a data. Even though there are bigger companies, even Amazon does not have that much of a data. This data is a social media data, a lot of other data. So not every company will have this much of a big data. So private people cannot maintain Chat GPT application. Chat GPT is a AI application, it's Gen AI application. Where is a Chat GPT data stored? So this stored in the Hadoop system. Hadoop is, I told you, limited data. You cannot think of the size of the data we are talking about today. So get the data, store the data. So somebody has to be there to create these applications, right? If you wanted to store the data, it is not so easy, right? You need to get the data, clean the data, and you need to work with this data storage devices. So people who are working with these technologies are called as a data engineer. You're going to be only working with these softwares. Okay, you will be called as a data engineer. You will get the data, you will store the data either in, not in Excel especially, you may be working with SQL or in the data warehousing or in the Hadoop systems. Only data side you're going to be working. Okay, one team is going to be taking the data from here, from here, from here. They will be able to work with the Power BI reporting side. One more team is going to be getting the data and it is going to be given, and you will be able to create a lot of chat GPT application. These people are called AI ML people, but these people cannot go and work with the data collection. Data collection will be difficult for them. AI/ML guy will not know what is a Hadoop. AI/ML guy what does not know what is a data warehousing, what is a SQL. There is other people who know SQL, who know data warehousing. So these people who know ETL, all these things, people will be called as a data engineering. So data engineering is very, very important today. Why? Because without data, Power BI does not work, Chat GPT will not work, AI will not work. So don't jump into AI role. You can become a data engineer. You can easily get the job. No coding, low coding. Okay. So if you learn SQL and ETL, bit of data warehousing and a bit of all this concept, I'm going to be teaching everything. I'll be giving you this, I'll be giving you this. At least I will give you some introduction to Hadoop and everything. So you will learn a lot of things. Data means go online trainings. Go online trainings means data. We can make it very, very simple and very, very easily. Non-technical people can understand. You have a lot of opportunities if you wanted to become a big data engineer or simply data engineer. Data engineer means you should know this one, this one, this one, this one. So not very complicated. End of the day, sizes increase, you're going to be using different technologies, right? So IT industry needs a lot of data engineers. IT industry needs a lot of Power BI developer, reporting developers, data, a lot of people also needed for AI and ML, but this is complicated. You leave this. So you can become a data engineer by learning SQL and data warehousing, Hadoop technology. And with the data engineer, if you learn Power BI, you can become a data analyst. Clear? So you need to know like this. You need to know like this. Let me tell you one more thing. Okay. Now, before telling that, let me tell you a simple example. I wanted to go to supermarket from my home. So supermarket just 1 kilometer. I can go by walk or I can take a bike and go. So when you have a small distance to be covered, you can go by walk, go by bike. But I wanted to go to 500 kilometers. How do I go? I have to use a car, bus, or the train. So when the distance is more, you're changing the tool. When the lesser data, Excel you're using. When the more data, you're using SQL. That means you're using a bus or the train today. I wanted to go to America, US. Can I go by a bus, car, train? You have to go by the flight. So when the data is in the terabytes, you're going to be using the data warehousing. Today, I wanted to go to moon and Mars. Can I go by a flight? No, 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 no. Rocket. So rocket is what? Hadoop. Clear. So depends upon the distance. We're going to be using different tools. Depends upon the sizes. IT industry is going to be using these four varieties of tools today. You don't have anything today. So if you wanted to store, either you store the data in Excel or in SQL or in data warehousing or in Hadoop. Hadoop modern technology is Hadoop is also gone. In this only Hadoop is there, but there is a new technology called Spark and Scala is introduced here itself. So Spark, there is there Spark and Scala to store unlimited data today. So Hadoop or the Spark and Scala, it is a rocket. You can say, so today we have the data here. To get the data, clean the data, keep the data, all the activities you will be able to do it in the data engineering. And you store the data, you process the data. What kind of a processing you will do? One kind of a process the data, one kind of a people are going to be creating the reports and processing the data. They will tell you what was my past sales, right? Some kind of a people are going to be analyzing the predictions. Chart GPT is Gen AI, but all these people needs a data. Clear? So what is the learning today is data analytics means. You need the data, right? Data analytics is also called as a business intelligence, right? If you wanted to analyze the data, you need to have the data. So data engineer is going to be getting the data, storing the data. Then afterwards, what you do? You create a Power BI reports on it. Clear? So you will be able to work 70% of the time in this only 30% of the time you will be able to work with this. So data engineering, what you need to know? SQL you need to know, data warehousing you need to know, ETL. I was talking about ETL and everything. Tomorrow I'll talk about ETL. Right? ETL you supposed to know, data modeling you don't know, that you have to know. All these things, or big data Hadoop you need to know, right? People will say big data concepts or Hadoop concepts. People will say Spark and Scala concept. So people will say like that, Hadoop concept, right? Big data concept. So if you know that, you will become a data engineer. If you learn, it is only reporting. When you create any kind of a report can be created in Excel also, right? So Power BI or Tableau BI, any software, when you know, you will be able to create a beautiful report. So data analytics is nothing but data engineering plus reporting. What is AI or ML? Same thing. Even A and ML is also data. Data has to be there, right? So after the data, you will be able to work with the AI or ML. So AI/ML means you need to know a lot of other circus, right? So these are the basics for anybody. So without that, it is not going to be working. So data you need to there, and AI/ML means you need to learn, the data structures, algorithms, machine learning, deep learning algorithms. So complete AI stuff you will be able to learn. So that is what you got to understand. But both people needs what? Data. Clear? So I don't recommend it to go into this today. You can learn, you can become a data engineer. Plus, if you learn Power BI, you will be able to become a Power BI means data analyst. Right? So that is the reason I don't recommend it to learn only Power BI. Many people will tell you, hey, learn Power BI, you get a job. That is completely nonsense. Only 30% of the time industry you are going to be used. That means most of the time you have a issues in the company. You will be on the bench. I know only Power BI and not even complete SQL. So we are going to be learning everything in this module. That is the reason Power BI is going to be taking 3 months of course, because we're going to be learning all of them. That is what I told you yesterday also. All these things we're going to be learning: SQL Server, Power BI, ETL, data warehousing, SSAs, lot of things we're going to be learning. So if you learn Power BI, you are ready for only 30% for the industry. So first 2 months, so May and June, we are only concentrating on these two subjects. So in the July month, we will be able to complete this subject, these three. Then afterwards, I will give you CV preparation, interview questions. One free project is going to be there. So project explanation, case studies, assignments, all of them are included in this fee only. The fee structure and everything will be discussed in tomorrow. So if you have any questions, you will be able to ask me. Tomorrow, I'll talk about what is ETL, what is data warehousing, what is SSAS, everything I'll be able to talk about in the tomorrow's class. So hope you're able to enjoy this session. Did you understand how the industry is slowly grown up? Clear? What kind of a architecture that the software's IT industry is using, I have given you the complete knowledge. Clear? So what is a data engineering role? Data engineering means collect the data, clean the data, store the data, either in Excel or in SQL or in data warehousing or in Hadoop or the somewhere big data. So these are the storing elements we have. If you store the data, then after that you process. What kind of a processing you do? Either you do the understanding the past, means you're going to be using Power BI reports, or you may be doing the predictions with the help of AI or ML. Clear? So without data, AI is not going to work. AI is very complicated. You better become a data engineer, or you can become a data engineer, or as well as you can become what? Power BI developer. So when you go to naukri.com, I will take 2 more minutes. So I'll tell you what are the courses they're asking. When you go to naukri.com and when say Power BI, they don't ask you only Power BI. When you go and say Power BI jobs and select experience, I'm not giving anything. Simply I want to see what is it they're asking. They're asking a lot of things, you see. They're asking Power BI, SAS, Azure, troubleshooting. You see, a lot of things they'll ask you. So, how many jobs you have today? 33,000 jobs are there. Everybody is saying, sir, no jobs are available. My friend told me, why your friend? You go and ask to naukri.com, it will tell you. So today is numbering game. Everything is a numbering game. My friend told me jobs are not there. My cousin told me. One thickest friend from US told me. All these are bullshits. I will tell you, you don't have any knowledge. Okay, it is not the decision who's stopping you. It is not the friend who's stopping you. It is only you yourself is stopping you. You're earning 20, 30,000 rupees means it's a crime. You're doing a crime. You're not earning, you're not supporting your family, and you're telling that recession hai, wo hai, ye hai, my age is 40, my age is 35, I'm a BA guy, BCom guy, non-IT guy. All of them are the excuses. I am telling you, I worked for the IT industry. I have given training for non-IT people, IT people, BA guys, BCom guys, botany, zoology guys, housewives, all people learning and getting good salaries. And you are complaining to the recession, sir. My friend told me, jobs are not there, sir. My friend told me, who's your friend? He's a God. So always you listen to your friend, right? So your friend is not your guru or mentor. Remember that point. So 33,000 jobs are available. Just 6 days back, they have posted. You see what are the technologies they're asking. You cannot say simply say, I will learn Power BI, I need to get a job, means 100%. You cannot. Why? Bhaskar sir, students will get 3 to 4 offer letters. My people will get 3 to 4 offer letters. You see how much of the technology they're asking. 3.5 Nitya Infotech, analytical engineering, RDBMS, you should know, Power BI, right? Snowflake, Power BI, SQL, Azure, lot of things they're asking, right? So SQL Server integration means SSIS, ETL I'm talking about. It is one day ago, it is a Power BI Tableau developer, right? Power BI developer, data engineering. Have you seen data engineering? So data engineering means ETL and SQL, all these things you need to know. Right. So data analysis means Power BI. So people just 5 days back, 6 days back, it is not old one, very 13 days back, 2 days back. You see how many jobs you are there in here. So in 2 months back, it was 25,000 jobs, no, but 33,000 jobs. How many jobs you need? You need one job. But many people will excuse. They need everything in 1 month. It cannot happen. I need to get a job within 2 months. It cannot happen. So you need to put a minimum 3 to 6 months of efforts, continuous efforts, practice. Any brain can learn anything, right? So it is, you will have very, very super duper brain. Utilize this. So tomorrow I'll talk about a few more things. Tomorrow is the final day. Same meeting ID, same time. We'll connect. And thanks for joining. It is a job guaranteed program. Does not mean that I will take your interview. I will do the proxy for you. No, 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 no. You should not think like that. Okay. So it is a job guaranteed program means whatever you need for the job that I'm going to be giving from my syllabus. 90% of the interview questions it will be there. Just you go, fail for 5 interviews, 6th interviews, offer is yours, 7th offer is yours, 8th offer is yours, 9th offer is yours. Many people who paid 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs elsewhere, they lost the job, they lost everything, they come back. They have learned on their own. They're able to crack the interviews now. Not only one offer letter, much more, three, four offer letters, 10 lakhs one offer letter, you know, 16 lakhs one offer letter, 24 lakhs one offer letter. One guy called Akshay, he was earning hardly 20,000 rupees per month. He was running a bakery for 15 years in Pune. Now, what is his salary, 25 lakhs. What is experience is showcased only 3.5 years to 4 years. That's it. He worked for hardly less than 6 months. Now, the amount of the knowledge that guy grasped it. I asked him, how did you prepare? Sir, whatever I am telling in the interview, it is 100% from your notes only. My laziness, I did not write the sum of the points, but when the interviewer asking the question, I am opening your YouTube, your videos, and it is there. So I'm able to get 25 lakhs of salary package. Last September he joined. Now he joined the company in November itself. So 6 months only got over 25 lakhs. It is then people are saying no jobs. People are saying no this. People are saying no that. His father called me, sir. My son has done one good thing. He has chosen you as a guru. That is what is the biggest thing. He has done it. So because of that, now he's got settled. 36 years old guy and getting a job in 10, 20 years, 10, 15 years, completely into running a bakery and earning 20,000 rupees is a very big problem for the entire family. Right? So end of the day, you need to have proper gurus, proper mentors. Clear? Chalo guys. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. So tomorrow we'll continue further. Did you like it or not? You tell me. Honestly.